The authentic genealogy of Igbos from Abram. Abiame. This is genealogy of the Igbos, also known as Heebo or Igbo, of Nigeria. The Igbos, otherwise referred as Black Jews or Black Hebrew, traced their lineage to Abram, who later became known as Abraham, the son of Terah, a descendant of Shem, the son of Noah, a 8th generation descendant of Seth, the third son of Adam, cradle of Igbo origin. From Abraham to Eri, Oreli and Aradi. Abraham, a son of Terah, was the Hebrew patriarch from whom all Jews trace their descent. Genesis chapter 11 verse 27-25-10. Directed by God to leave his own country for another land. He had a son, named Isaac. In Genesis chapter 22 he is ordered by God to sacrifice his son Isaac as a test of faith, a command later revoked. Isaac had 2 sons, namely 1. Esau, 2. Jacob. The second son of Isaac had 12 sons as stipulated by Gen 29-30: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph. Benjamin. Gad, the 7th son of Jacob, founded the tribes of Gad that lived on the eastern side of Jordan River, after the Exodus, as stated in the book of Genesis chapter 46. Ziphon, Haggi, Shuni, Ezebon, Eri, Aradi, Oreli. After the Exodus, the Gadites dwelling according to their families reside in east of Jordan. On their way to Promised Land, some of children and descendants of Gad lost their way. Those in these categories include the Eri, Aradi, Oreli, and 2 of their nephews, Ogiso and Idu. Eri, Oreli, Arodi, Ogiso and Idu. The formation of Igbo, Igala and Edo. The parties led by Eri left East Jordan, traveled through Ethiopia, Sudan and towards West Africa through River Nile and landed at a place known today as Omambala River in Anambra State, around 1305 BC. Ogiso migrated and became founder of Beni, the Edo people of ancient Beni Kingdom, while Idu settled at Ida and bore a daughter, Ebulehonu, who incidentally founded the kingdom of Igala and became the first Atta of Igala. Eri, the leader of the party, was a great warrior. He was great man of wisdom and ordained with great mystical power. In absence of the Levites among the settlers, he assumed the responsibility of priest, since he was endowed spiritually. He begets the following children with Hebraic names: 1. Debar, known as Debawo. He settles at the present Ugum in Akenga Umueri. His descendants include all the villages in Ugum Umueri, some part of Anugwu Aguleri. Some of his descendants founded Ogwim Kwale, and trace of other of their descendants could be seen in Igbink, Edo State in Ashan. 2. Menri, known as Enri, who alongside his family were living in Eri aka Ugum Umueri, migrated out of the area and became the founder of Umunri clans of Igboland that includes Anugwu Ukwu, Anugwu Agidi, Nafia and Agukwu, an extension to all Enri clans of Igboland that includes Orari, Agbaha, Niwi, Agwashikwu, Agbor and others. 3. Riam, also known as Enariamu, was the progenitor of some part of Akenga Umueri. Some of his descendants were the founders of Nando, Achala and some other Igbo Adegbi communities of Aka North Lga of Anambra State. 4. Gabogu, Bologu settled at Agu Enanenia and Agu Oda in today Ifite Umueri. He was progenitor of Ifite Umueri village, and some of his descendants includes the Iyer people, who could be found in some Anambra towns of Aba, Obosi, Ogidi, Amuoji and even in Enugu Ukwu. 5. Nemei, Nomini settled at a place called Manoma in Nei Umueri. Nomini's sons founded Ezi clan of Umueri, Ogbanike, Akuzu, and at later years, his descendants were the original Aborigines of Asamari Ogbaru, the Oza Naquel and the Aborigine Anitsha, whom Ezechima conquered to establish Anitsha 6. Okpu, the only daughter, she bore children out of wedlock. These children lived side by side with children of Eri male offspring. The descendants occupied Eri vast farmland known as Agu Eri. Today they are known as Aguleri. Atta Iduko, the grandson of Ebulehonu, the daughter of Idu, one of the Eri nephew, was banished from the throne at Ida and found safe heaven in Omambala. Amongst the children of Eri and his descendants founded the following Anambra towns. 1. Ntg, also known as Entehe, the founder of Entehe. 2. Anugu, the founder of Igbarium. 3. Ogbadudu, the founder of Amanug. 4. Oluora, the progenitors of Nsubi Ata Iduko Idu, the first marriage before his exile. Borimahida, who was progenitor of Nzam and Adik of Anambra West local government area of Anambra State. Ahida also bore Ogba, who were descendants of 7 villages of Anam communities. Anaku and Okpanam in Delta State. Arodi moved alongside with his family down to south to a place known today as Aro Chukwu. His descendants were founders of Aro Igbos that include Arochukwu, Arondazuagwu, Ajali as well as Ibibio and Agoni ethnic nationalities. Descendants of Arodi also founded such places such as Nembe, Ingwa, Abakaliki, Agoni, Afikpo, Aro Ikot Epane, Akwa Ibom, Aro Ichi, Rivers State, Ohofia, Abariba Obugad, the House of Gad. He erected his house as well as a temple with an altar. He called the temple Obugad, in honor of his father Gad. The temple survived and had been preserved as the most holy place in Enugwu Agulari and serves as the palace of Iziora. It is the palace of the most ancient dynasty in Igbo land and the general, collective temple of the descendants of Eri. Sometime in October 29, 1995, a team of Israeli, Jewish, researchers stormed Enugwu Agulari after a visit to Agu Ukwu Enri, on the previous day and visited His Majesty, Is Eri, informing him that they have come in search of the lost tribes of Israel. According to the visiting team, their research work has taken them to various places in the world including Sudan, Egypt and Jamaica etc. They were received at Obugad Palace in Enugwu Agulari by Is Eri and the entire Agulari communities. The team visited historical and cultural sites Agbanabo Ezu na Omabala, the confluence of Ezu and Omabala rivers, Odatunzu, Obu Gad Eziora Palace, Odonduli, Ama Ata, Footsteps of Eri at Agbanabo, Ogodo Stream, Ama Menri, Graveyard of Menri, Enjinmi Ezi Ata, Graveyard of Eri, Ajana Ukwu, Ovalivo, etc. on the understanding and belief that the Igbo have been traced to the lost tribe of Israel through Agulari, His Majesty Is Chikwemeka Eri, Is Eri, Eziora 34th, Is aka Go4 Igbo was appointed leader of the Igbo Israelites in West Africa in May 1996, during the conference of King Solomon Igbo Israelites, Bani Israel, Federation, held in Philadelphia, USA. The conference was aimed at increasing the brotherly relationship and cohesion among the tribes of Israel worldwide. Again in 1997, another team of Bani Israelites from King Solomon Igbo Israelites, Bani Israel, Federation visited Nigeria and came to Agulari to fine-tune the research findings of 1995. The team's discovery at Obagad in Enugwu Agulari attracted comments from a renowned historian, Professor O. Alazi as follows. There is a very significant concentration of Eri, the fifth son of Gad, see General 46-16, in Agulari, Anambra State, where recently a very important discovery of a clear evidence of Israel ancestral origin of the Igbo was made in the domain of Is Eri in Enugwu Agulari at the instance of the Bani Israel team, which was on a fact-finding mission in 1997. There and then one of the memorial onyx stones for the sons of Israel as the Lord commanded Moses, see Exodus chapter 39 verse 7, was discovered and identified as such by the team leader from King Solomon Israelite, Bani Israelite, Federation. On the stone discovered in Enugwu Agulari was engraved the name Gad in the Aramaic language, reminding one of the writings in Exodus chapter 39 verse 14. There were 12 stones, one for each of the names of the sons of Israel, each engraved like a seal with the name of the 12 tribes. The video of the visits, research findings, identification of similarities in cultural activities and other converging factors, which establish the relationship between Agulari and the Bani Israel, was later sent to Is Eri by the research team.